Well, I'm more ready for No Shave November. I don't know if you guys can tell right now. Yes, I do take part in No Shave November. It's one of the only times I really get to, have an excuse to. But then again, this is like in one day, really. I grow hair like it's no tomorrow. Fucking hairy like that. But yeah, so 8 days away. So I decided to make, obviously, I'm an Advanced Warfare fan, and a lot of you guys aren't Advanced Warfare fans. And that's fine. I don't see why there's so much hate on Advanced Warfare. Maybe because of the exosuit, or maybe it's a lot different from Black Ops. Whatever the case is, but you guys gotta get used to it. Why? Because if you haven't played Black Ops 3, but when you do play Black Ops 3, sorry, you guys will realize that Advanced Warfare there's a lot of similarities between Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare, but with a combination of like Titanfall and Assassin's Creed put together, and that comes out to be Black Ops 3, jumping off walls and shit. So you get all that, and you get to like hover or glide a little bit. So that is some of the shit you guys are gonna have to get used to for a lot of you that despise that for Advanced Warfare. Now that being said, I love Advanced Warfare because I grew up as a Halo fan. I grew up, loving, just games like that in general. Having the ability to use jetpacks or whatever the fuck it is. So I like that. You guys can complain, bitch, moan about it. There's no pleasing everybody, which is fine, really. There's no pleasing everyone. This video is just gonna be mainly about a little story I wanted to share with you guys, because somebody asked me a question. Oh, okay, well, you haven't really told us anything about you and who you are, what's going on in life, and who are we listening to, who are we, subscribed to. Okay, so somebody asked me this question. I know I'm everywhere right now, but someone asked me a serious question, or some form of serious question. How was time for you when you were in high school or middle school? And please tell us, and how you got over any problems. Or let's be honest, I grew up in a very different time than you guys did, and obviously different than our people that are older than me and my family, parents, etc., like your parents. So I grew up in the South Florida. Obviously I grew up in Miami, but when I was growing up, we didn't have shit like iPhones and shit in middle school. I actually didn't have a phone until I was 18, 19 years old, so I was way behind that. During our time, the the MP3 player came out. MP3 player came out. iPod came out. The first one, a big ass fucking shit one. Yeah, that one had came out, and I was always jealous that people were able to get it. My cousins had it. I never got anything like that. So that being said, that was during our time when the Marlins won the World Series, all that crap. One of the things I wanted to share with you guys was I grew up in a very different, harsh, a little bit difficult, environment, in the sense where people weren't all that accepting of you, because it was generally a Hispanic area. I forgot more like there were more Hispanics in that area than it was any other ethnic backgrounds at growing up at that certain area school wise. And I was bullied growing up. Obviously I was, and my brother, he watches my channel, etc. He can definitely he can oh my god, he can verify that. Yeah, I was significantly bullied growing up, and that's whatever. I mean, it's like I don't want to say I enjoyed that. You can't really enjoy being bullied and all that, but I was basically bullied because I looked different than a lot of people were growing up, whether it was the color of my skin or whether it was my name. I don't know what the fuck it was. Whether it was when I used to play basketball or whatever the fuck it was for school, or people just weren't so thrilled in a sense where there was someone who was like me or looked like me about to make the team, or someone like me in the school. So if one of them, like for example, some kid in our school, he got arrested for having a shitload of drugs on him, right? And I had no idea. I know who that guy was. Let's be completely fucking honest. I know who that guy was, but this dude goes in and fucking tries to rat me out for no reason. And I was like, alright. And he's like, yeah, that brown kid did it. That brown kid over there, that brown shit over there, he did it. I was like, wait, what? Everybody's like, yeah, that motherfucker right there snitched you out. I was like, no, I didn't. I don't even know he had drugs on him. And this is 6th grade that we're talking about. And And that can tell you alone. And the school that I grew up in, later on, it wasn't until 2-3 years after, maybe it was my last year or a year after, it got so bad that they had to put fences around the school. Like, it was that intense. Like, we had kids from high schools coming onto campus beating the shit out of the middle schoolers. Like, it was that intense, okay? And just to be getting out of that school, I was like, oh shit, I survived, so I would never have to go through this again. So going into high school, I kind of still got bullied a little bit, but I started to become my own person. It wasn't until my 11th grade where I actually discovered who I was, and I became my own person, and I got to, you know, freely be able to do things and just be myself, really, without fearing that, you know, I'm gonna get my ass kicked everywhere I go, or I'm gonna get fucking, you know, stabbed in the ass, or I'm gonna get a bullet up my ass,
or I'm gonna get a bullet up my ass, or something like that. No.
I was able to really be my own person, mature fast, you know. Just life started to become better when I hit 11th grade, but it wasn't. But 9th and 10th grade, it was kind of tough for me still, because obviously I jumped 3 high schools, you know, and that was pretty tough. I saw a lot of changes, and I could tell you something, you know. The shit that I saw in high school, it was intense, you know. It was really intense. Like, you know, I was isolated most of the time, and it wasn't until I had to actually, you know, it wasn't that I was trying to fit in, because I never really got the chance to try to fit in. It was more like, man, how am I gonna stand out, but in a way where I get accepted? So I always tried my hardest to try and get accepted. If that makes any sense? And that being said, you know, some, you know, crazy shit happened where basically I got threatened many times, this and that. Just, I saw it all, really. I don't want to go in depth right now. I mean, if you guys want to know what happened, it's up to you guys. But that's just like the overlining factor of like what took place, you know, just like the gist of it. And just, but I guess I'm happy in some sense, because those experiences really made me who I am today. It really made me more confident, made me into the person I am today, so that, you know, I'm able to stand up for those that are in the same situation. The point is this, you know, I obviously I learned a lot from my past situations. I obviously came through a lot. I dealt with a lot of adversity, a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles. I faced a lot more than my peers or my cousins or a lot of people around me had. And sometimes I would, you know, depend on my older brother to bail me out of it, or I would depend, you know, someone to help me, because I was being treated unfairly, unjustly, and I was being bullied to certain extents where it was just like things weren't going well for me at my house. You know, in school, it was just like I was getting shitted on there, so where do I turn to? And I hit my lowest points in life to where I started to give up, because it's like nothing was going well for me. You know, my relationship, girlfriend-wise, nothing like that ever took off. Now, that's a whole nother factor I will talk to you guys later about. So there's that. So that shit was everywhere. It's just I never really got to enjoy life at a young age. I wanted to discuss with you guys, and someone asked me how my life was, and I just wanted to give it a small gist. I don't really want to go in depth into it unless you guys really want me to go in depth into how my life was and what happened. But if you guys do, leave a comment below, and I can definitely, you know, talk about that if that's what you guys want. It's just my life. I could just write a whole storybook. Like, it's a lot of stuff I dealt with growing up till now, and what I still deal with and stuff. Whatever the case is, I really want to be able to help people out that are in those circumstances, and really help them lift up their spirits, that, you know what, you guys aren't the only ones that have gone through something like that. And if you guys are going through rough days, just remember, you know, if there's dark days, there's always going to be great days. There's always bad days, always good days. Good days, bad days. It's always going to be like that yin and yang. You know, you just got to be ready for it. You just got to move on, and, you know, you just not just pray or hope for the best, but just work at being the best. And whatever happens, whatever comes along, just remember that, you know, there are people that still love you, and there are people that still care about you, and that you're worth more than what people out there make it out to seem that you're of your value. You know, like some people out there will be like, you know what, you're a piece of shit, or you're not good enough, or whatever. Just don't worry about that. Don't worry about shit like that, because they don't know better. No one knows better but about you. No one knows enough to really say anything when it comes to shit like that. So that being said, guys, just enjoy life. Do what you gotta do. You know, don't really give into peer pressure. Don't give into being bullied. Just don't allow anyone to really dictate your life, and just enjoy your life the best way you can, but in a positive manner. The best way you guys can enjoy life, you know, in a well-respected manner. Alright guys, I think I talked way too much, and if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to give this video a big ass fucking thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know if you guys enjoy me talking about this, or if you guys want me to open up a little bit more. I can discuss certain things. It's all gonna be based on what you guys feel and what you guys want, really. You know, I don't really mind it, but I just wanted to shed some light. I didn't want to go too much in depth, so I just kind of went around the bush. I kind of just went, like, I just gave like a little gist about it. So like I said guys, if you guys really enjoyed this, remember to give it a big ass fucking thumbs up, leave a comment below, and remember to subscribe. And yeah, so remember, this is just the 8th video, well, the first video. Oh my god, how do I say this? 8 days remaining till the launch of the game. So we're gonna be doing 8 straight days of COD, well, Advanced Warfare. I'll be doing Advanced Warfare, you know, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Thanks guys, you guys are fucking awesome.
Enemy UAV online. Do it! Just do it! Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it!